Alexander the Great. The name still echoes. Across millennia he fascinates, a king, a conqueror, a legend. Born in obscurity, he rose to conquer the known world. His empire, vast, from Greece to Egypt, Persia to the Indus River, unmatched in his time. But Alexander wasn't just a warrior, a student of philosophy, a lover of knowledge. Aristotle himself was his tutor. Imagine the conversations. This is the story of ambition, of military genius, of a life lived at the edge of what's possible. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. Picture a young Alexander, ambitious, headstrong. His father, Philip II of Macedon, a powerful king in his own right. Alexander wasn't your typical prince. He tamed the wild horse Bucephalus, a feat no one else could manage. A sign of things to come? You bet. At 16, Alexander tasted command, leading troops in battle while his father was away. The thirst for conquest, already there. Then tragedy. Philip assassinated. Alexander, just 20 years old, takes the throne. The weight of Macedon, of his father's ambition, now on his shoulders. The adventure begins. 334 BC. A year that would mark the beginning of a monumental journey, one that would be etched into the annals of history forever. Alexander, the young and ambitious king of Macedonia, crosses the Hellespont into Asia Minor. This was no ordinary crossing, it was a bold declaration of intent. His goal, to conquer the vast and powerful Persian Empire, an empire that had stood unchallenged for centuries. A bold move for a young king barely in his 20s, yet filled with dreams of glory and conquest. First stop, the Granicus River. Here, Persian forces lay in wait, ready to defend their territory. Alexander, he charges into battle with unmatched ferocity. Leading from the front, he inspires his men. Victory is his, a testament to his leadership and courage. The Persian king Darius III finally takes notice. This young Macedonian upstart is not to be underestimated. This Macedonian upstart, a genuine threat to the Persian Empire, a force that could not be ignored. The stage is set for a clash of empires. The world watches as two great forces prepare to collide. What drove Alexander? Was it glory? The desire to carve his name into the fabric of history? Revenge for past Persian invasions of Greece? A burning desire to avenge the wrongs done to his homeland? Perhaps a desire to see what lay beyond the known world? To explore uncharted territories and expand the horizons of his empire? The answer, like Alexander himself, remains a mystery. A complex blend of ambition, revenge, and curiosity that drove him to the ends of the earth. Victory followed victory. Sardis, Ephesus, cities fell to Alexander's armies. His reputation grew. Some called him a god king. Then Issus, Darius with a massive army met Alexander on the battlefield. The clash, epic. The result, a crushing Macedonian victory. Darius flees. Alexander, instead of pursuing, turns south. He secures Egypt, founds the city of Alexandria. His legend grows. But the Persian threat remained. In 331 BC, at Gaugamela, the two armies met again. This time, Darius outnumbers Alexander significantly. The stakes, higher than ever. Section 5, at World's End, India and the Limits of Ambition. This chapter delves into the ambitions of one of history's greatest conquerors, Alexander the Great, and his relentless pursuit of expanding his empire. The Battle of Gaugamela was a turning point that broke the Persian Empire, showcasing Alexander's military genius. Darius, the Persian king, found himself on the run, only to be betrayed and murdered by his own men, a tragic end to his reign. With Darius defeated, Alexander, now proclaimed king of Asia, set his sights even further eastward, driven by an insatiable ambition. His campaign took him into the rugged terrains of modern-day Afghanistan and Pakistan, where he faced fierce resistance from local tribes and even encountered war elephants, a formidable challenge. Despite these obstacles, nothing seemed capable of halting his relentless advance. His army, though weary, continued to push forward. However, the relentless march took its toll. Finally, at the Hyphasis River, known today as the Beas River in India, his men reached their breaking point. Years of grueling campaigning, thousands of miles from their homeland, had exhausted them. They refused to go any further, despite Alexander's pleas and promises. Reluctantly, Alexander had no choice but to turn back, his grand vision of conquering the entire known world thwarted by the limits of human endurance. Even the great Alexander had to acknowledge his limits. His dream of an unending empire was left unfulfilled, a testament to the boundaries of ambition. Section 6. Legacy of a Conqueror. Hellenism's flourishing. Exhausted, his army weary, Alexander returned to Babylon. Here, in 323 BC, at the age of 32, he died. The cause? Still debated. What did he leave behind? A vast empire stretching over 2 million square miles. But his true legacy? The spread of Greek culture, Hellenism, a fusion of Greek and Eastern ideas. Art, architecture, philosophy, all were impacted. Alexandria in Egypt became a center of learning. Alexander's conquests opened up trade routes. New ideas flowed freely. The world, forever changed by the young king from Macedon. Section 7. The unanswered question, what if? Alexander's early death leaves us with a tantalizing question. What if he had lived longer? What more could he have achieved? Would he have consolidated his empire? Turned his attention westward to Rome? The possibilities are endless and fuel endless historical debate. Some argue his early death, in a way, enhanced his legend. He never faced the challenges of ruling a vast multicultural empire in peacetime. Perhaps it's better to remember him at his peak, undefeated in battle, a visionary leader who dreamed of conquering the world. Section 8. Alexander's echo through time. Alexander the Great, a figure who continues to fascinate and inspire. His name echoes through the corridors of history, a testament to his enduring legacy. His story, one of ambition, military brilliance, and ultimately, tragedy. From his early days as a student of Aristotle to his conquests that spanned 3 continents, Alexander's life was a whirlwind of extraordinary events. Was he a hero or a villain? A visionary leader or a ruthless conqueror? A liberator or a tyrant? His actions and decisions have been scrutinized for centuries. The answer, like most things in history, is complex. His legacy is a tapestry woven with threads of both greatness and controversy. He was a product of his time, yet he transcended it. His influence can be seen in the spread of Hellenistic culture, which blended Greek and Eastern elements. His legacy lives on in the cities he founded, the art and culture he inspired, and the endless debates about his life and achievements. Cities like Alexandria in Egypt became centers of learning and culture. One thing is certain, the world was never the same after Alexander. His untimely death at the age of 32 left a power vacuum that changed the course of history. His story, forever etched in the annals of history, continues to be a source of fascination and study. Scholars and historians still seek to understand the man behind the legend.